And good morning, everyone, for another morning coffee with Marcaida on a Tuesday, second day of the week. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday? As we here up in the Northeast, I want to say good morning. It's nice and cool. Still early call today, so I got to get this coffee talk out of the way and say thank you to everyone. We start off with our morning cup of coffee. And today's coffee is brought to you by made by one on. Can you see that? Kukri Coffee by, I call him, Captain James, Jack, well, not awake yet. Let me get another coffee there, Jason. There you go, more awake now. And this is brought to you by Jason Knight, Kukri Coffee. And here's one of his kukris right there. Designed his signature style. Now, this is the trainer. Let's show Jason Knight's collaboration with me. There you go. Now, that's a kukri. That's a beautiful looking kukri. I love the balance here that Jason designed with this, with a fin. It's light. Most kukris are forward headed because wider there. This one pulls back. The weight is right there, the balance. But Jason now makes coffee. So you just don't be a maker of coffee too. So thank you very much. And actually, that's pretty cool. Full body too. I like that. Thank you, Jason. This is from Jason Knight, Master Smith Jason Knight, my fellow Fortune Fire judge in some of the seasons. But when I saw him out at the Blade Show, it was amazing to see him. He's doing great, looking great. And good morning to everyone. So, how's everybody doing on this Tuesday? In today's talk is to share with you a little bit of the experiences I had at the Blade Show. One of the experiences I had was walking through, and the sad part is I got so busy being stuck in the booth doing a meet and greet, I didn't get to really walk the show. So next year, I'm going to make an effort to spend more days there so that one day I can actually go to everybody's table and feature them like I thought I was going to be able to do, but no, you get stopped and you do pictures and everything. I understand it is for, the meet and greets that are way out there, but I didn't get to feature some of my friends. I got to get some of them. You'll see them out here. But I'll definitely do a better job next Blade Show. But some of the experiences I had with the Blade Show was, here's one that I really enjoyed. Walking the tables out there, especially where you have the bladesmiths. I got to meet a very special master bladesmith. Now I'll keep him anonymous because of the talk here. But this gentleman, not only his works were amazing, some of his works, my God, would sell, even sold for 16 grand for some of his works. That's how much in high end. Masters of the masters. He was a master smith for over 47 years. So his experience is amazing. A patriot, served in the service, very close to that. But our talks really were about him saying, he pulls me over, like, I want to talk to you about your show. I go, he was I was asked to be one of the judges, and I refused because I didn't like what the show was all about. Very interesting. I go, really? He goes, well, we're 10 seasons into this now. Tell me that show has not brought a lot of attention to the knife making world. Tell me the show has not benefited any of the mastersmiths or bladesmiths out there that are teaching or keeping the art growing. Oh, it has. He goes, absolutely. There has been an explosion of a lot of people, a renaissance of people wanting to make blades. And just look at people, everyone makes blades now. So that's a good thing, right? He goes, yes. But also there's a lot of crap out there because of the show. Oh, really? Yeah, there's a lot of people who try to make blades based on what they're watching. And they don't actually do it the right way, the way their association, the American Bladesmith Society sees and makes sure that everybody, if they want to take to the next level, does. And I go, interesting, that's true. Because a lot are making now, but a lot don't have a chance or find ways to actually find blade makers, so they do it by watching the show, educating themselves, and then looking at YouTube videos and everything else. But whose fault is that? If you see bad quality out there, because you are a mastersmith, you are, and maybe some of the people in your group set the standards, it falls on you to educate those that don't know any better, that don't know the proper way of making knives, or the right way of making knives in the long term, not for a competition show only. You, because you set the standards, right? So when you say that, then do something about it. Now, later on we're saying, yeah, but I wouldn't risk my reputation. I mean, I put so much of my time up there to be in this level. We talk about reputations. Your reputation of what you're doing, the fact that people already see your blades and they spend so much to collect or see that, that's your reputation, not the show. You go to the show to inspire people that even I know that I can lose and I can win. It's about me. When you go to the show, it's not about losing to another person. It's about you putting yourself there so that you challenge yourself. You didn't lose to anyone. The show is a competition and you do your work. It falls on you. Can I make the best blade? We know we don't on the competition, but can I make a blade that could win? Can I, on my own time, given 3 hours, 2 hours for the handle, all this, all my expertise, the challenges that are there, the problem solving, it's really a problem solving thing. Can I do this? Can I beat or win against myself? It's not about the other person. So thinking about that, you're looking at the wrong way. Number 2, you're also inspiring others because they'll look for you. They'll look to see you. It's how you put yourself there is the way people will remember you, not the result of what your test was, what you did and everything else. People pay attention to the passion that you share. You're inspiring people. So that's one of the things I go, you should go on there. It goes like, well, if you're this level of mastersmiths, maybe I'll go if I go up against other mastersmiths. Okay, let's go that way. Maybe we can do that. Have people of the same caliber go up against the others. But I still think, in the end, the caliber you're going up against is the highest because you're going up against yourself. But, having said that, we talked about the different ways of sharing what we do, but it got this, because his story was really, it was not just about that the mastersmith. He had a lot of things that led him to his creator. We talked about Christ and how it led him to that, of the things that happened in his life. Then I go, you know what? Let's talk about that. I believe that in our lives, we're here to find our purpose. And once we find that purpose, there can be many purposes that we have in life. We develop it, we master it, we do well with it because it's what we do. But all this is from life experiences. We're growing, we're learning from everything that we're doing. And some of us can even shine with it. And then what? What are you going to do with that? You're going to die. And you're going to, what? Not do anything with it? So I asked him, you're a mastersmith. Are you teaching? I teach here and there. Are you teaching what you do? I teach here and there. No. Do you have a program specifically written by you so that others can follow, even when you're gone? Have you done that? That's your legacy. So that others may learn from it and become like you. Why are you a knife maker? Why do you do this? What has it done for you? Oh, it feels good inside. I can, it's one thing that I love. I'm passionate about everything. All good stuff. Look at your works that everybody that's what they're looking for. Do you feel like you should be the only one to have experienced that in this life? You can't take it with you. Shouldn't you pass that on? How about this? Who inspired you to do this? How did you learn to become a mastersmith? Who were your teachers? Oh, they showed you their stuff. It was you who took it and then developed it and mastered it and made it shine. But what it did for you, you should leave behind for others to also experience the same thing. Now let's take it to the next level. When we talk about our time in this world and then the afterworld, being men of faith, we talked about this and I asked him, what will you do when we meet our Creator, when you meet your Creator? And he'll ask, what have you done with the talents? What have you done with the gifts? What have you done with the things I gave you in this world? Me, I'm like, when I asked myself that question, when I was in the medical field, it was a different feeling. I could say, yeah, the healing touch, the tender loving care we give, and the exchange of energy we do, and I got all that. But now, I'm in a different world. I'm in media. I've got a TV show. I don't have that healing touch, that direct connection work. So what am I doing? I go on social media. What am I going to say? When I meet my Creator, he asks, what have I done with all those? I'll do a Kali demo? No. I'll tell him, I at least share the passion that I'm doing. That's why I have the online videos. That's why I'm putting all these things. I share my life so that it's a way of me, number one, to say gratitude to my teachers and the people I've met along my lives who've given it to me and made me feel good about it. I've honed it, mentioned it. Now I got to pass it on so that others too may avail of that passion, may avail of that knowledge. Knowledge that I went all over the world to seek out, develop, and I leave it behind. I can't take it with me. and then the wisdom that comes with it. That's the legacy we can leave behind. But I can't take it with me. So I told him, what are you going to do with your maker when he asks you? Because you're special. You're a mastersmith. I see your works. You're going to keep it to yourself? You teach classes here and there. No, you should write a program. Because whatever you do is you. And that will continue on. But not that. It's even to pass on the gratitude to your own teachers who shared all that knowledge to you. You need to pass that on to the next generation so that others too can learn. Others too can grow from it. Others too can enjoy the gift that was given to you. That's how we share the gifts given to us. We give it right back out because it's been developed. But if we keep it to ourselves, if all we think about is me, the world the way it is, if everyone only kept their knowledge, their passions, anything they've learned to themselves, we would be a poorer world to live in. We already do it anyways. What do you mean what we share? We learn as children how to watch, how to eat, how to feed ourselves clothes. And then when we grow up, we do the same. By example, we do stuff on how to survive, how to put food on the table, and our children will learn that. They get passed on. So we're already leaving behind how to survive. But what about the gifts? What about the extras, the niceties, the blessings you got that you can't take with you? You need to develop it and then share it and then leave it behind. Because that would be your legacy. That's showing gratitude to those that showed you. That is you sharing. That is you giving a piece of yourself and leaving it behind. And that is you also polishing, modifying, and developing your soul. So that when you meet your Creator, and He will ask you, what have you done with the gifts I've given you? You have saying, I've left it behind the way others have left it behind for me to do. And it is a blessing and gratitude that my Creator gave this to me that I now can leave behind so that others may also enjoy it, develop it, then share it, and in so doing also develop their own souls. That's what we do. You don't keep things to yourself. We're always so worried about competition and everything else. The only competition you have, like I said, even if you go to the, as a master going to the show, the competition is against yourself. Can you be better? Or can you beat the best version of you? Then that even makes you better. The competition is always against you. I can't worry about everybody else in my world. I have no control over them. I have control of myself. So I'm always trying to be better than who I am, better than what I'm capable of doing. The competition is against me. Can I truly drop my ego? Can I truly be nice? Can I truly have compassion? Can I truly be grateful by sharing? So that, folks, is my takeaway from that. In a bladesmith, when I was meeting up with those who are up there, the masters of the masters, and then I asked them, what are you going to do when you meet your Creator? And He'll ask you what I've done. What have you done with all your gifts? Doug Marcaida here with this morning cup of talk. Thank you again. Once again, look it up on, I think it's Night Elements, the Night Forge Studio. Jason Knight, anyway. Find him on YouTube and his YouTube channel for his coffee. The Kukri Blend. If you want to know, it will cut. Definitely, Jason. Thank you for your coffee. Love you, man, that you're doing coffee nowadays. But this is cool. Everybody's doing their versions of coffee. Coffee with Marcaida. Do you think I should do a coffee blend of my own? No. We'll see. But for now, these are the Kukris of Jason Knight. His design right here that we did the collaboration on, it's found on dougmarcaida.com. If you get to feel it, it's amazing. And the trainers, of course, that we have with it. And now the coffee. But anyway, folks, enjoy this day. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.